So speaking about world records, okay, that's very little because myself I own more than 80 world records. So this is, unfortunately, I have no more space, you know. Sometimes you catch a nice fish, it doesn't mean a big fish, it doesn't mean a record fish, but the way you catch it, it's a kind of sentimental thing, you know what I mean? You have a bond with this fish because you catch it in a particular context, and then, okay, I wanted to have a souvenir. Each picture, okay, if I look at any of these pictures, I know where I caught the fish, how I caught the fish. Each picture has a story, right? So, of course, that's very old pictures. You see, I was even very young and I still had a mustache, you know? That's 2 feet back. Here you have some giant snakeheads. Here you have a nice barramundi. Here you have a big jungle perch, the biggest jungle perch I ever caught. At that time, this pacu was the biggest caught at that lake. And also rohu, and oh, plenty sharp-toothed catfish from the Sharpea River. This is a ray from the Mekong River, but caught in the suburb of Bangkok. This is Plotosian canius. Oh, you know, I told you, so many species, okay? So it would be difficult to tell all of them. But let's say roughly, before we will come back to the world records, okay. If you come to Thailand, if you are in Bangkok, and if you're fishing, it would be a pity to not at least do one-day fishing to experience the Mekong catfish. So the Mekong catfish, okay, this is it. You see, this one and this one, this is the Mekong catfish, or Pangasius gigas, from the Pangasius family. So at the origin, these fish normally inhabit the Mekong River and its tributaries. Nowadays, unfortunately, for this poor soul, I would say, is on the red list. It's an endangered species. It has been too much overfishing through the years, and nowadays there are not too many left. And on top of it, with now the dams that the Chinese are building, it changed so much the ecology of the Mekong River. So the future of Mekong cats in the wild, in their, I would say, real territory, is pretty bad. You know, it's very sad. But okay, all around Thailand, you had some private lakes, you know, like dedicated waters, we call that in England, who were smart enough to stock these fish in their lakes or ponds. And of course, anglers, local anglers, come and pay, you know, for the day and have the right to fish with one license for one road or 2 roads. So, mainly the Mekong catfish is a very interesting fish. The reason is because not only it's a big fish, but pound for pound. There is absolutely no doubt, because I have guided myself, okay, I can say it's all the big names from Europe, all the most famous anglers from Europe. It can be Arnaud Terlot from Holland, I don't want to tell all the names, Albert Drajkovic from France, René de Groot from Belgium, Dr. Jens Bilsong from Denmark, all these big guys, all these fishing writers, you know, from magazine, guys who have made a name for themselves because we know they are very skillful and they have talent for fishing, they will tell you the same thing. Mekong catfish, you can rate pound for pound this fish as the strongest hard fighting fish on earth. Let's say you have hooked a tow truck. It's almost like a cross between a shark and a tuna. It's a freshwater fish, but its defense, its stamina, and its power has absolutely no equal. We know that white sturgeon is a strong fish. We know that king salmon is a strong fish. We know this kind of fish. But Mekong catfish, there is nothing like it. It's an example, the gears, they just destroy your gear. A fishing rod you buy, won't last a year. If it's a fishing rod made of 2 pieces, it lasts 2 months and a half. Any quality reel, I use myself only Shimano, and the Shimano brands, Betrunner 6005, which is a very strong reel in quality value. Okay, if I buy a Betrunner and use for any other kind of fishing, at least I will use it for 5-6 years, you know what I mean? Fishing on a regular basis. Fishing for Mekong catfish, the reels last 8 months. After 8 months, they are so bad, you know, they are so much destroyed, there is absolutely no need to maintain them, you just throw them in the bin and you buy new ones. So this fish, my man, this is a Panzer, this is a Panzer division, this is a submarine with fins, there is nothing like it. If you like rock and roll, if you want to know how fit you are, you come to Thailand, and then we will test you. This is even better than the UFC. You'll see if you are a warrior of angling. Okay, mark my words, my good man. We are going to whoop you with the Mekong catfish.
So Francois, what are we going to be doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, okay, so already you have seen for yourself today, I guess you, okay, I guess you know by now how strong can be a Mekong catfish because you have fought Mekong catfish all day long and I'm sure you're pretty tired. So tomorrow we are going to a different destination. We are going to a destination which has about 25 different species of predators. It's a lake which is only 1.5 hour drive from Bangkok. Very, very good fishing on a regular basis. Very interesting. So it's a mix of local species such as barramundi, giant snakehead, Hemibagrus wikioides, placot kang, and then a mix of mainly South American species such as Arape magigas or pirarucu, pacu, tambaki, red-tailed catfish, sorubim, and on and on and on, and arowana. So it's a mixity between native species to Thailand and species who come from different destinations. We have also, by the way, alligator gar from Texas, so it's a good mixity. So it's very interesting because you are going to test your lure. We are going to test the fish belly lure on these things. I know already it works very well because I caught many of these fish on the fish belly lure myself. And fly fishing is good, lure fishing is good, live bait fishing of course, and dead bait fishing is tremendous. So don't worry, we'll make the best out of it and we'll catch some nice fish to show you how Thailand can be very sympathetic when it comes to sport angling.
Well, we can't wait, Francois. Let's
Okay,
see that
I can
tomorrow.
one either, man. Okay, we should go now.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.